Why start now? Well, why not? January has always been a time for new starts, for new beginnings, even before it was called January. 4,000 years ago in Babylon, this was the time when people returned their borrowed farm equipment. This was the time to make new vows to the leaders. And they even made New Year's resolutions because whatever they promised, and if they kept it, that kept them in good favor with the gods. January was named after the god Janus, who is the god of new beginning and traditions. He's the one who's looking forward and is looking back. And this is what we do today. This time was always part of festivities all around the cultures, because this is the time when the long nights start to be shorter. And of course, in these festivities, most of us indulge in one guilty habit or another. And this was the time to find a new way of cleaning ourselves. It was before the heavy farm work started, so it was a good time to think about what's going to happen. January is a time for new resolutions, but of course we know that most of the New Year's resolutions fail. Well, first off, they shouldn't be made on the 1st of January. It shouldn't be just a whim of thought. It should be something that we have a mind shift already happening and makes us ready to do things. And it doesn't have to start on the 1st. It can start anytime. But this is a good time to make plans. But why do we need any changes, any plans? Well, I've been through a few years when my mind was hormonally shrunk to short-sightedness, where I was only looking for safety and security and for survival, no changes. But since I don't have babies anymore, I've been able to look a little bit more ahead. And even if I wouldn't want to change, I mean, my kids are growing, they have to go to school. That's something to plan for, that's something to prepare for. And if you don't have such things and you are very well on your life, whatever took you there might not take you any further, as they say in the new strategic selling. And even my parents, at the age of 70, they have their 50th wedding anniversary coming up. That's something to plan for. And even if you deny all that you really don't need a change, well, the world is changing and you have to adapt. So this is a good time to make plans, to make new resolutions. So start off by what exactly you want to achieve. And this is what we will call in GTD a project. So let's say your New Year's resolution is to start exercising. Well, get down to it. Don't think about the excuses of yearly subscriptions or memberships. Just get your shoes on and go out for a run, or find a YouTube video and start exercising. Do you want to eat healthy in the next year? Well, then figure out the next few meals that you want to eat and go out and shop for that. Have everything ready for that. And if you think about the junk food still laying around, well, either accept that there will be some flaws in the journey or give them away, get rid of them. Do you want to change your work, start a new business? Well, make the first step. Think about what you need to do for that. Do you have to dust off your CV? Do you have to meet people in the relevant area? Do you need to speak to an accountant, a lawyer? Well, do it, schedule it, do it. Find out what exactly is the next step that's going to move you forward. Or if you want to plan a holiday this year, well, don't wait for the summer to come and then realize that everything is fully booked. Think about where you want to get to. Think about how you will do that. What sort of budget do you need for that? What would be a good time to do it? Even if you cannot book the holiday from work right now, think about what you want so you can make it happen. Or do you want to focus on your relationships? Well, then sit down now with your child and start playing. Spend some quality time. Go over, visit your relatives, or have a coffee with your friend. You can get started. You don't have to think about the whole year that you have to do this, but just the first one. Just get started. Or maybe you want to break a habit. Maybe you want to stop swearing. Then nominate someone who can slap your hand when you do so, or have a good old-fashioned swear jar where you can see your progress. Or maybe Alexa and Siri can already help you with that. There must be a function for it. Whatever you do, it doesn't have to start on the 1st of January. It doesn't even have to start when you think about it, but you have to make a note of what exactly you're going to do and what will bring that to motion. You have to have plans and ideas to have a rich life. And you have to know that it's going to happen. And it's not just a piece of paper that you write on the 1st of January and then pick it up maybe in June and think about, oh, well, I didn't do that. Everything starts by capturing the idea, clarifying what exactly it means to you, and then organize that next action reminder wherever it belongs, wherever it will come in front of you when you need it, when you have to be reminded of it. Of course, when it comes to habits, it's not often a next action. Of course, you can put it on your next actions list or even book the time in the calendar to make it happen. But it requires the review to see how well you were doing, or to look at those projects that, are they still moving forward? Is there still a next action to that? And then you have to engage, because you have to do something to make things happen. And why not use this global force of January, the new beginnings, when everyone is making plans and everyone's making new resolutions? Just get on with it. But even if it starts on a midday on a random Tuesday with no round dates to it, just do it. Just get things done.